Welcome to my channel Bible Moral Stories.
A long time ago, in a land of rolling hills and starry skies, there lived a man named Abraham. Abraham was kind and faithful. He loved God with all his heart and trusted him, even when life was difficult. But there was one thing Abraham and his wife Sarah wanted more than anything in the world: a child. They waited and prayed for many years. Their hair grew gray, and their faces showed the lines of time. But one night, under a blanket of sparkling stars, God spoke to Abraham.
Look at the stars, Abraham. Count them if you can. That is how many descendants you will have.
Abraham believed God, though he was old, and Sarah was well past the age of having children. Then, one miraculous day, God's promise came true. Sarah gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. They named him Isaac, meaning laughter, because they laughed with joy and amazement at God's blessing. Isaac grew up strong and kind, full of life and curiosity. He loved to walk beside his father, asking questions about the world and about God. Abraham loved Isaac with all his heart. He was everything Abraham had hoped for. But then, one night, God gave Abraham a test unlike any other.
Abraham, take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah. There, offer him to me as a sacrifice on a mountain I will show you.
Abraham's heart broke, but he trusted God. He rose early the next morning, saddled his donkey, and took Isaac and 2 servants with him. They carried wood for the offering, and Abraham carried fire and a knife. For 3 long days they walked together toward the mountain. Finally, Abraham saw the place in the distance. He turned to his servants and said, "Stay here. Isaac and I will go up the mountain to worship, and then we will come back to you." Isaac carried the wood on his back as they climbed the mountain together. Along the way, Isaac asked, "Father, we have fire and wood, but where is the lamb for the sacrifice?" Abraham looked at his son with tears in his eyes and said, "God will provide, my son." They walked together toward the mountain. They climbed the mountain along the way, Abraham's heart filled with sorrow. With heavy heart, Abraham climbing the mountain with his loving son. They reached the top of the mountain. Abraham built an altar, carefully placed the wood, and gently helped Isaac onto it. Isaac, full of trust, did not resist. Abraham raised the knife, his heart trembling, but his faith firm. Then a voice from heaven called out,
Abraham, Abraham, do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld your only son from me.
Abraham lowered the knife, tears of relief streaming down his face. He looked around, and there, caught in a bush, was a ram. God had provided a sacrifice, just as Abraham had told Isaac. Abraham offered the ram to God instead of his son, and named that place, "The Lord will provide." And God spoke again,
Because you have obeyed me, I will bless you. Your descendants will be as countless as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. Through them, all nations on earth will be blessed.
Abraham and Isaac returned down the mountain together, their hearts full of joy, gratitude, and faith. And so, the story of Abraham and Isaac became a reminder for all time that faith, Trust and obedience to God bring blessings beyond imagination.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.